So when I saw this news article, I felt like there was a little bit of a double standard, but you tell me if you agree.
I disagree already.
I like it.
Why?
Just because I don't believe in double standards, dude.
Oh, you disagree with just me in general?
I just disagree with how you use that.
What's a double standard?
It's when it's usually when something is unfair to a different party while that same thing is fair to another.
Were you just listening to the sign language expert next to you? And that's how you knew?
I had a couple cues and I got it from my man.
I think he wanted to get some notes, but I don't believe in cheating, so.
And I was like, fuck, I think I remember this. But yeah, sorry, Ryan, continue with the article.
All right.
Good dodge.
Yeah, nice work.
Really good though.
There's a woman who is setting up an online database. She's making this website that's kind of like a TripAdvisor of sorts, but
Love TripAdvisor.
what you do is you write a review on the last guy you dated.
I think that should be
Oh
allowed.
shit. Wait, even if you're
The
not,
last guy you dated.
yeah, even if you're not with them,
That means it's all bad reviews.
yeah, that's horrible.
That is terrible. How many people are actually gonna write a honest
review?
review if they broke up on a terrible state or in a bad state? Like,
Or how many people are gonna admit the responsibility of their part in a bad relationship?
okay, pause. They can write the review, but it has to be like a year after the fact. So the emotions are depleted and not so present in their writing capabilities.
How are you so emotionally aware?
This is tripping me out.
I'm freaked out.
But also, what about the hypocrisy of rate my professor?
Oh, how is this tied together?
Because people are very biased all the time, and they're students, you know? And then this poor professor can't get tenured because
Because
these students
bad students are blaming teachers.
exactly, and they're not talking about their work ethic.
Interesting. All right. How would you feel if a man set up a site where men said what they thought about them?
Okay.
That, Nick, is a double standard.
I think
Wait,
you're
if
misusing
dudes
it.
talk about
I think you're misusing it actually.
I think she knows what it means, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. Wait till Ryan explains a little bit more. Yeah.
Use this bleep rap.
What's that?
if dudes talk about their ex chicks,
Uh-huh.
Can we? Is that allowed?
I don't think it would go very well on a website.
Well, what if it's more like less subjective and more objective, like a survey, as if like you're, you know, when you go into like a store or restaurant or something like that. So it's not like did you stop dating this guy? It's like this fucking, but it's more like, was he chivalrous? Did he cover the bill?
And you have a spectrum, 1 to 10.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's even if it didn't work out for you, there's an objectivity that somebody might still be into.
What was something that a guy did on a date with you that was a deal breaker? And you're like, fuck this shit.
That was a deal breaker.
Did he like smoke
Not
cigarettes?
be interesting enough.
Oh, yeah. So that's a big one, I guess.
Like if I was in control of, let's say, 90% of the conversation, so I was basically talking to myself.
Oh, yeah.
So he wouldn't he wouldn't,
He wouldn't-
say anything about himself,
Yeah, like I would drive the conversations. I would have the questions.
and he would just answer and then be like, okay, next one.
But then it would just be like, it would segue into something, I don't know, some sort of superficial thing.
fucking
or
boring shit.
just boring or
Is he
just,
trying to agree with you too much? Because he wants to get laid.
Yeah, there is. Right. Well, see, I let them fall into that trap, and then I'll disagree with them to see if, like, or I'll make like a hot take that
good.
most people would disagree with.
He's like, yeah. Of course I'm for abortion, and you're like, oh, I think I'm actually against it. And he's like, yeah, like I think that it's fucked up when they kill babies.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm like, okay, I think we're done here.
Whoa.
Well, wait.
So how often does that happen where like they flip-flop based on your reaction to whatever they're saying?
Pretty often.
And why are you crazy?
Yeah, pretty often.
But that's also attributed to if you like with Kalyne. I know that if you can't detect her sarcasm, you don't fucking stand a
Yeah,
chance.
you suck. You suck already.
Like, you
Yeah,
have
I
no
can tell. She's
chance.
very dry. Very.
Yeah.
Sarcastic?
No.
Like, what are you even doing here?
Anthony's already on the chopping block, bruh.
I fucking.
Can I sit next to somebody else, please?
You can't.
We'll switch.
You can come this way.
Would you
We're playing
rather
around.
this?
You're not even blowing on it. That's your mouth.
What you wish for? Be careful what you wish for.
You're right. What the fuck?
Dude, it's such are hacky. Like I fucking love it.
Wait, somebody just clipped that, but on like loop.
Hey, hey, there could be a guy next to you that you're testing, but he's not even really listening to you. He's just waiting to talk.
He doesn't even know you're testing him.
That could be true.
So when you
Oh fuck!
so when you take this whole thing into account, here's a couple points that I kind of see and I understand. In a perfect world, this would help protect women from potential abusers.
Oh, I see.
In
Physical
a
abuse.
way, right? If you were like, hey, this dude I dated socked me in the face 24 hours a day, I don't know, and it would help kind of deter other women from falling for the same traps.
Semi Megan's Law.
I'm waiting for Steve to say, did she deserve it?
Me? That's him.
What?
That's Bart's line.
Fingers.
Bart would say.
Everybody.
To be fair, that is Bart's.
Thank you. Bart would say, "Did she deserve it?" And he would say, "Did it feel good?"
All right. I'm new. I'm still learning here. You know?
Still reading the room. She's still reading.
Yeah, you're new. It's fine.
Look at him.
She's picking up the intention, though. You know?
No.
A lot of street performance.
It's just because today you're not sitting on the believe all women side. That's the reason I threw her off.
Dude, me and Steve are combined. We fucking believe everybody.
Hey, everybody. When we become fucking Megatron,
We believe so hard.
woman.
Yeah,
I believe all my ancestor women too.
Oh, jeez.
That's a lot of women.
So
There are a lot of accusers there.
in this perfect world where that works out, pretty great, right? Yeah. Because otherwise, how do some women really know? Like, it would be helpful if a woman was like, yo, check it out. If he says this and starts his game off with this, don't trust him. And like, because a lot of guys do run the same fucking routine.
I think the good outweighs the bad side of this.
Okay.
So I think a lot more good can come out of it. Obviously, there's gonna be bad, where people are just gonna be crazy and like talk mad shit. But the upside is probably more favorable.
What's the upside?
You know, someone like what you said about the abusive stuff.
Okay.
Did I say that weird? I said that weird.
Well, I feel like at that point they might as well make that the intention versus like you wouldn't go onto a website to look for all the reviews of somebody that like is somebody worth your time that everybody else fucking didn't end up going after. So you might as well put the intention there for like and call the app like the blacklist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That way you could look up people and be like, this person's on the blacklist. I'm gonna avoid them. You know.
But what if it's like, Steve doesn't like the fuck, and I'm like, yeah, because I was trying to fuck you for too long, and then like that's not fair. That's not a good review.
So,
But I think the problem with that is if it's just like one-off reviews, you have to make the review somewhat credible. So there has to be like 10 reviews of the same person saying like the same
Corroborators?
thing. So it's like Ryan's this, and this said by 5 people. So it's like
Five
okay,
dead people.
That's that's why I said Steve in the first place.
Oh, and it can't be the other way around because usually it's like a Yelp reviewer, be like accredited reviewer has been to like has done like 800 reviews. But on this part, if one person's done like 800 reviews, it's like you're the problem.
Right.
oh, right. I think that
Get
happens.
something that's directly from police reports.
Oh.
Of like you just pull it, you know, like Carfax.
See, Bart ruined it. Bart's ruining it.
No. You pull it.
You making this illegal?
Pull it straight from there, and you got dudes' names,
Yeah.
and it shows all the victims they fucking been whooping on.
Well, it's like, what's my entry point? Oh, cars.
Or you know how like on Coinbase you have to fucking take a picture ID. If you want to leave a review,
KYC.
you gotta fucking take a picture ID.
KYC your review.
I think for sure you should have to be a verified real.
You should be a real person because if you're gonna talk some shit,
Yeah.
You gotta stand
gotta
by.
show your
stand
face.
by-
Credible. It's got to be credible.
Momoa's icon.
so it better be a fucking real thing. Yeah.
Got it. So, with that in mind, in your personal life, Anthony,
Oh shit.
if this website existed, what do you think your satisfaction percentage would be?
Dude, I'll say it. 10 out of 10, dude. This guy's a 10.
Do you think it'd be a 10 out of 10? in a 100% scale, like a Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't know what they would judge me. Maybe I don't think anybody would give me a 10 out of 10. But I will say every single one of my former relationships, whether serious or not serious, ended amicably.
You don't think
And I
any
still
one
have
of them?
relationships with many of like I'm still.
You know what that means? You're meh.
I can't go with you. I'm not meh.
Anthony's meh. Anthony's meh.
I still think you're a 10.
Hey, having intense feelings means having a take, means not being met. Anthony's like, amicably. Cool, dude. Cool, bro. Anthony's like, yeah, like, I went into the voting booth and I voted libertarian because, like, yeah, we didn't win, but, like, you know, man, whatever.
Is this what you wanted, Ryan? Is this what you were setting it up for him to spike it? What? Little set and spike gameplay from the
I don't know what volleyball even is.
What is this fucking betrayal?
Hey, dude, I just wanted to know.
I'm gonna go fucking unpredictable.
Joe, dude. He's charging up.
I'll fucking talk in the next 30 minutes somewhere.
Charge up for the next 7 videos.
You never know, dude. Never fucking
Now,
go
on
get
the
dressed.
on the flip side, then, if there was a male website counterpart to this, do you think you would rate any of your exes a failing grade?
I would. If they cheated.
He's looking at me, he's asking me, motherfucker, stop being Joe.
Wait. I'm Joe? I'm Joe. Somebody give me a piccolo then, you fucks.
Yeah, give him a piccolo
Give me a
quick.
piccolo.
What is it?
If I'm gonna be Joe,
That's a duck call.
something.
Or something.
I was just gonna say, this is maybe a terrible character flaw of mine, but I find that, let's say for something like Yelp or like complaining about stuff, I'm more inspired and triggered to go onto a public forum like that and rate a review when something fucking pissed me off than when I just had a quality experience.
Who does it for the other thing?
I think that's human nature.
Yeah.
People love to complain.
But that's what I'm saying, you know
That's
what
what
I
it
mean?
would
It's
turn
like,
into.
Yeah.
even if it was like a semi-neutral platform to like use for these things, it's like, there's a human nature thing where I'd rather complain and use a space than like, oh, if things are good, I'm like not gonna worry about it, right? It's like with flights. Nobody ever goes like, oh my God, at United, that was a wonderful experience.
No.
You only go like, motherfucker had fucking delay and changes, but I'll try to talk to this bitch about, you know what I mean? Like you fucking go ham on those
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
So I'm in that fucking generic, regular human piece of shit bunch that feels more compelled to complain about something that's terrible than like write a positive review out of my way, unless it was so extraordinary that they totally deserve it.
Okay. Do you think?
But then if it was that extraordinary, you'd still be with them.
What's the incentive to write these reviews though? Do you get like 10% off your next girlfriend or something?
You should.
Well, so far,
That's cheap.
the concept really is that utopian idea of protecting women from, like, you know, toxic men or future abusers, things like that.
But isn't just a toxic man just any guy who isn't me?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Which is what we kind of do.
Yeah.
It's
A
like,
little bit.
oh, well, that's not me. Like, I would never do that to you. And it's like, hella like that.
So then, who do you think is more likely, men or women, to abuse a platform like this? Who do you think is more likely?
Women.
You think women?
Yeah.
Clean said it.
I'm glad you
Clean said it.
I know. I'll take it for you guys. Don't worry about it. I got you.
I'm going to use her as a meat shield and say that Kalyne said it.
You know what's crazy? I believe that I agree that women would probably be more likely to take it to another level in that direction of like, you know, taking the emotional route. I think if this was a male platform, it would be way fucking worse because men are more likely to expose revenge porn.
Yeah.
And that's what the website would turn into if it was a man-led site.
True though.
I also do think girls.
Yeah, but women also don't get the details right, so.
Oh, like the directions?
Explain.
In the review of their experience, so they may exaggerate or de-exaggerate in
Like
their
penis
experience to
size?
write their
Yeah, you guys get it wrong. You guys always underestimate.
always.
We're bringing it.
You guys go way under.
We're bringing it way more than you even think we are. But you guys never give us credit.
You're busy with your eyes closed, dude.
Guys.
That shit drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah,
No, 'cause it's like the meme about me is I have a big penis, right?
Sidebar,
When women laugh at it and say, "This is not a big penis, this is a small penis," I'm like, "Oh my god, this bitch! I can't believe this bitch is saying this."
They have all the power, dude. They have all the power. Bullshit.